Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a how expensive is your normal face video. So lately I've been really getting into kind of moving away from consumerism and the hype around like newer releases and products, and really getting into projects like using up your makeup or doing the KonMari method on your makeup products, and just being more aware of what we use, what we already have, what we don't necessarily need in our makeup collections. And a lot of the times now you see beauty vloggers doing like testing out $1,000 face or a $500 face or like $100 face versus $1,000 face. And then that got me thinking, well, how much is my face normally? Like my everyday kind of average item face. How much does that cost, and is it kind of a reasonable cost? And it's something I never really thought about before, but I thought it would kind of be a fun experiment to, basically apply my makeup, break down how much everything costs, and if it's worth it. I think doing this might just kind of help put things into perspective with me buying new makeup or me using up my old makeup or figuring out, I don't know. You know where I'm going with this? Anyway, I guys want you to stop the video here, take a second, and guess how much you think my average makeup face, like day-to-day, costs. And stop the video, guess down below, and then we'll see if you're right at the end of the video. Alright, so let's begin this face. I just washed my face. I moisturized my face just using my CeraVe. Now let's move on to foundations. So you guys know I've had a hard time finding a primer that I think actually does anything. So if I'm just like going out the door to work and I'm not doing anything special, generally I don't really use a primer because I'm not convinced that they do anything. But I do love this Estee Double Wear Stay in Place foundation, and I think it lasts really well. I think it's very secure on my kind of oily skin, and the coverage is really great. But this stuff retails for 46 Canadian dollars. Oh, bad start. Step 2, covering up acne kind of around my chin area. This stuff, 31-ish Canadian dollars, probably a little bit more because it's hard to get here in Canada. So you have to pay for shipping and stuff online. Next, for under my eyes, I use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This stuff is amazing. I love it for under my eyes and covering up dark circles. Luckily that is drugstore, so that is only about 12-ish Canadian dollars. For my brows, I'm going to be using this guy that I've been using every day. It's the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Ash Brown, and I like it because it's not too dark. And to set the brows into place, of course, my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel. This stuff is 29 Canadian dollars. Next, moving on to eyes. I cheat a little bit. I don't really wear a lot of eyeshadow day to day, so we're just going to move straight along to eyeliner. This is my HG, the L'Oreal Lumiere Intense. This stuff retails for about like $12 at the drugstore. I actually think I need a new tube soon. And we can tightline with the IT Cosmetics No-Tug Waterproof, another HG item for me. But unfortunately, this stuff is 30 Canadian dollars. That's hella expensive. For mascara, we're back to the drugstore. I use the Voluminous Million, and this again is about 12-ish dollars. I do love a good tight line on the lower lash, so I'm going to use the NYX Woner Pencil. This stuff's cheap. This stuff is about $6. I just use it on my lower lash line. Alright, eyes are done. We can move on to some contour, highlight, and blush. For blush, I'm going to use my Too Faced in Baby Love. This stuff, again, is about 30 Canadian dollars. For contour, I use a Makeup Forever eyeshadow. Those singles retail for $25. I don't contour every day, but like I would like to contour every day, so just my cheeks. For highlighter, I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow. And every day I love picking a different shade. I use all 4 of the shades. This is from the Gleam palette. go with the pinky shade today. And aside from that, we can powder and we are good to go. I am currently in between setting sprays, so I'm not gonna use a setting spray, shocking. And the Coty Airspun powder, I'm sure it's much cheaper if you're in the States, but I ordered it off of Amazon, and it cost me about 20 Canadian dollars. The last thing we have to do is some lipstick. So this is the Urban Decay Vice lipstick in 714. I picked this lipstick for today's video because it's kind of like the average cost of a lipstick. Sometimes I wear more expensive lipsticks, sometimes I wear less expensive lipsticks, and I change up my lips the very most of all the cosmetics items that I wear. Alright, so looking at the numbers here, the total cost of my full face of makeup here, 337 Canadian dollars. That is about 255 US dollars that I put on my face each and every day. Each item is about $24 in cost, and I apply 14 items of makeup to my face. Obviously, some days I don't contour, sometimes I don't highlight, sometimes I don't put concealer on, sometimes I just wear concealer, so it does change day to day, obviously. But I would say this is pretty representative of like an average work day. This surprised me a little bit. I had 6 drugstore items and 8 high-end items. I thought I was a little bit more 50-50, but I guess I lean more towards the higher end. Now, let's assume that all of these items only lasted 6 months. So we're gonna say I used them religiously every day for the next 6 months, about $1.85 per day. That is the maximum amount of makeup that I apply each day, about $2 of makeup a day. Now, obviously, some of these products, like the Anastasia highlight palette, they're gonna last me years. I'm probably gonna never need to buy another highlight palette again in my life. So obviously that would help bring me costs down. Stuff like foundation might last a little bit less than 6 months, although I think I've had that bottle coming up on maybe a year now. Maybe less than a year, maybe half a year, but it's still going strong. How much makeup did you guys think I applied to my face each day? Let me know if you were correct, again, down in the comments below. And also, if you're brave, add up all the items that you wear on like your daily face and let me know what your total cost is and what that kind of breaks down per day and if you think that's worth it or not. I think $337 sounds incredibly expensive. And I honestly thought I would be quite a bit less. I thought I'd be like maybe $150 or $200. Overall, I'm not mad. I'm a little taken aback, but not mad. And I'm sure I could go cheaper, and I'm sure I could also go more expensive. And of course, once I run out of like my Estee Double Wear, I'll probably move on to a different foundation. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you haven't subscribed already. Let me know if you'd like to see any more like sort of anti-consumerism, or not even anti-consumerism, being aware of some of the habits that we have as consumers, and if you like this topic or if it's something that you're not that interested in. If this is something that interests you, make sure you share it with anybody else in your life who might be interested in this as well. Aside from that, I will see you all tomorrow in my next beauty video. Bye!